Hello and welcome back to my channel, and we are back with Strange Horticulture, and let's go ahead and get started with our new tarot card. The book both fascinated and terrified her in equal measure, and after studying it for some time, she reached a decision. She would never use the power she had discovered. She would hide the book where it could never be found. All right. And let's dive in and see what's happening in our world. Day 3, Sunday. All right, welcome back. Sorry for the brief delay. We were in the process of moving, but I'm hoping to have videos out more regularly now. And it's so good to be back with Hellbore. And it doesn't look like it's raining today in the shop, or outside the shop, rather. Hi, Hellbore. Are we gonna say hello? I guess he missed me. Okay, no purrs today. Oh, there we go. He wanted some head scritches. All right, so our clue today is north of Hawkshead, east of Lowick, west of Rusland, south of Crinkle Crags. All right, so let's put this here for 1 second and take a look at our plants. I'm trying to remember all that I have missed. It's been a little bit of a break here for me. We have yellow ones. I think those are ones that we are unsure of, I want to say. Yep. Purple are good and red are potentially poison. So let's go ahead and, oh, thank goodness our dread reset, because I think we were having a rough day the other day. Let's go ahead and go to our location first, because usually I think that helps us out. Okay, so we've got the will to explore. So let's open this up, and we've got north of Hawkshead. So let's go ahead and find Hawkshead. Let's see. We've got... There's Hawkshead. All right. North of Hawkshead, east of Lowick. So let's go ahead and find Lowick. I feel like I struggle with this map more than is necessary. East of Lowick. Haverigg, Foxfield, Lowick. Okay, so north of Hawkshead, east of Lowick. So it's going to be somewhere in between these guys. Okay. West of Rusland. Okay, we've got... Right, okay, so this is column 17. Okay, west of Rusland, we've got Ambleside, Kentmere. Unless we're supposed to follow these in order. I feel like I struggle a lot with this. Let's see. Where is Ruick? Or Rusland? And Crinkle Crags, I'm going to guess, are going to be up in the mountains south of Crinkle Crags. So if we were in 17, it would be here, but it could also be here. And where is Rusland? Oh, Rusland is in 18. So if we go north of Hawkshead, right here, Lowick is down here, so 17, and it has to be west of Rusland and then south of Crinkle Crags. So I think we found it. There we go. We did it. E17. My eyes are drawn to the silhouette of a grizzled old man standing at the edge of a field. His mind is broken, seemingly beyond repair. Vacant eyes fixate on nothing. A whisper of an expression as my gaze sweeps his face, but only a whisper. He raises his arm, points. I follow his outstretched finger and am surprised to find a cluster of wildflowers growing there, hidden from view. So we got 2 plants. All right, new plants acquired. All right, some of these look a little bit similar to plants that we already have. So let's go ahead and put our map away and take our first customer. And we'll pull out our book and our labels, because I feel like we need those every single time. All right, Wilbur Miller. I'm looking for a plant. Lady of, what's it, something or other. Ugh, I'm no green-eyed dreyer, that's for sure. My mind isn't at all what it used to be. It's the one that's supposed to help with mental decline. Okay, Lady of Summer. And I remember this from last time. The leaves curl round delightfully, which combined with an attractive flower and a hardy nature make this a sought-after ornamental plant. Aids with conditions of memory deterioration associated with old age. And I don't remember if we actually noted which one it was. This is the one we guessed it was because the leaves are curling. So let's go ahead and give him this one. And we did it. All right, Lady of Summer. Plant identified. All right, and we have got Fennett, which someone delivered to us a while ago. Chewing the tough root of this plant is said to ease gastric distress and reduce anxiety. It has long, soft leaves. And I think we marked this one. So let's go ahead, Lady of Summer. Let's go ahead and mark purple. And it's from memory. So we got that one. And then Fennett is, let's see what this says. Pale yellow flowers. The leaves are quite soft. And if we go back to our glossary, chewing the tough root of this plant is said to aid, blah, blah, blah. Long, soft leaves. The leaves are quite soft. So let's go ahead and mark this as purple because we are pretty sure that it is Fennett. And we now know that it eases, let's say, digestion and helps anxiety. Okay, so that's Fennett. And let's go ahead and take our next customer. David Schaefer, our friend. They're saying the odd has been killed. I know a lot of people don't trust that sisterhood, but it seemed to me the Arda always looked out for the less fortunate. All right, we got a letter. Thank you so much, David. Goodbye, we'll see you tomorrow. The cold is too much to bear beyond the gap. I was forced to turn back, and I would advise against it. But if you are determined to explore Great Gable, be sure to take precautions. Knowing you, I'm sure you'll have a plant up your sleeve that can keep you warm should the weather turn against you. Warmest regards, Amos Duncan. Okay, so we need something that's warming. And let's see if we have anything already marked. Let's see. We have hearing, soothe rashes, memory, sleep, friendship, poison. Oh, detect poison. I was like, why is that purple? Married's breath-bound to secrecy, heart medicine, blinding light, digestion. Oh, we kind of have those right next to each other. All right, so we're going to have to check. Ooh. Was this one? I think it just said that this was gray sandfire. Oh, no, they just do a smoky scent. So we're going to have to check in here to see what's warming. Let's check things that we haven't noted already. Psychic abilities. Nope. Okay, I don't think that one was warming either. Feeding on light, milky fluid that can be consumed as a treatment for stomach pains. We've got a lot of things for stomach pains. Brimlock, hypothermia. Let's see, a warming effect that protects against extreme cold. Brimlock. When conditions are just right in the cold of winter, brimlock produces small yellow flowers. The leaves are waxy and tough. And this is where we're not sure if it's winter or not. I don't think we have any idea about that. Let's see, do we have anything with small yellow flowers? No. Do we have anything without flowers? We have this one, which does kind of look like it. I think let's take a guess that this is brimlock. I have too many things on my desk again. Let's take a guess that this is brimlock. So let's go ahead and put this in as a question mark. And let's hope that we're right. And we're going to go ahead and explore out into, where are we going? Great Gable. All right, Great Gable. Let's see if I can find that. Great Gable. We've got Dungeon Grill Crags, Torver, Whitfell, Swinside, Foxwood, Lowick. Ooh, Roudsey Wood. That sounds like a nice place to go. White Seer Cave, Sedberg, and more today. Great Gable. I'm not seeing this. Did it give us? Nope. Just a name. I really like this dragon out here. I feel like this world has got a lot of magic in it. Grey Gable, up here. Okay. So it looks like it would be cold. It's 899 meters up. So let's go ahead and travel here. After several hours of arduous hiking and scrambling, I am still some distance from the summit. I am freezing cold and ready to head home. I should do the sensible thing and turn back down the mountain unless... Okay, we do need Brimlock, and I'm going to guess that this is Brimlock and hope that we're correct. Because we are in a very desolate place. All right, Brimlock. Plant identified. Phew! All right, and we got a book entry for Sunset Mount Trap. Oh, it has an unpleasant odor. All right, we'll read about that in a second. I push on, no longer feeling the cold, and am presently rewarded. All right, so we've got a plant from up here on the mountain. Oh, what a nice little plant. It looks kind of fuzzy and soft. All right, new plant acquired. We need to organize our plants here really quickly. So we've got red, which I think I've put over here. And this goes with, wow, we have so many plants of this color. Let's go ahead and stick it over here, bluish purpley. And I don't know where to put this guy. We don't really have like gray. Maybe he can just go in here. All right, and we did get, let's go ahead and put this in our archive. Thank you so much, Amos Duncan. You are giving us so many things. And let's just check out what that new one was. I think it was called Sunset? Yeah, Sunset Mount Trap. Mount Cap. That would make more sense, wouldn't it? The Sunset Mount Cap is a type of fungus with domed caps, sometimes called stinking mount cap, as a result of its unpleasant odor. It is thought to deter unwanted souls and spirits from entering the home and is often placed in doorways. It is mildly toxic to humans and should not be eaten. Okay, so do we have anything like that with domed caps? Let's check our mushrooms. I'm glad we put our mushrooms in one spot. Oh, and he said, unpleasant odor. Smells strongly of sour milk. I'm going to guess that this is that. So let's go ahead and put Sunset Mount Cap, and we will say okay because I can't read that. Deter unwanted souls and spirits from entering the home. So deter people and spirits, and it is toxic. So let's make it red, and we'll keep him right over here. I know we said we'd be putting the poisonous ones up here, but I think he can go with the rest of our mushrooms still. It makes it easier to find. All right, and let's take our next customer. Welcome in, Norman Lee. This plant is cursed. It has brought me nothing but sorrow. Please take it. I want nothing more to do with it. Well, hello, Norman. Do we know you? No, we do not. Thank you so much. He gave me a mushroom, which is very cute, but also sounds like it is bringing him sadness. We don't think it's this. Let me check what our other mushrooms are. I wish this could be organized slightly differently. Mushrooms. Farmer's worry? Severe fatigue? He looks very similar to this one. Enveloping surroundings in darkness. No. Whoa, let's read what it says. That would be helpful. Okay, not much. I could see that. Red warts growing on it. I bet this is winter boar. There's a lot going on in this game. All right, winter boar. And this is an insect repellent. Ooh. All right, winter boar, and that's yellow because we don't know. And then what was the one we just used? That was brimlock, and we know that for sure now. So let's make it purple. And brimlock, heat. Yeah, gives heat, right? Brimlock. Yeah, protects against extreme cold. All right, so that didn't help us with our mushroom. I don't think we know. It says feeding on light. That seems like... I'll just put a label on him for now. That will say brings sorrow. Because we don't know what it is, but we do know what it does. Okay. Hi, Simone. I don't think we might have met before. Hellbore, always a pleasure, my feline friend. I hope he hasn't been nibbling the plants again. I have a favor to ask. You owe me. What do we owe her for? For the hours I spent digging out the information on those plants. I've been burning the midnight oil again and could use some common trouse, and I know where to find it. Okay, Simone is the one who sent us some information. According to Grayson's herbology, it grows in abundance on red pike. I'll come by the day after tomorrow to collect it. I have business in Sedberg in the meantime. Okay, so we need to find her some common trouse, which means we need to go do that today or we'll forget. And I think Simone is the one who had some information on the gilded dendra originally. Let's just double check. And do we have a tile for her? Okay, Simone Green. She's the librarian in Ambleside. We love her library. Simone loves books and reading. She is also irritatingly organized and has begun the overwhelming task of rearranging the library at Ambleside. Her new system works, but it will take years to catalog every book, scroll, pamphlet, and diary. In the meantime, every day yields new discoveries, buried fragments of ancient knowledge resurfacing to the light like arrowheads to archaeologists. All right, so Simone, I am very happy to go find that for you. And I think, yes, Simone has sent us information before on the gilded dendra, I think at the very beginning of the game. So let's go ahead and travel to where she just told us to. I think it was called the common trouse. Yep. Okay, it's known to grow in abundance on the slopes of red pike. Nobody knows why. All right, so red pike, and it sounds like it's in the hills. Okay, right here. So let's go ahead and travel there. I enjoy a pleasant stroll up the fell. The going is easy, the weather agreeable, and the view is majestic. I do not have to look hard to find what I am after. All right, and that is the common trouse. So where did that just put it? I wish it, it is right in front of me. Let's go ahead and label that and double check what it does. Its leaves have been used for centuries as a balm against eye strain. Oh, that explains why the librarian would need that, especially if she's reorganizing that entire library. All right, so Simone, we have your common trouse for next time. Let's put him up here with our lovely little guys. Okay. That really confuses me every time I see poison. I think that it is poison. Okay, so. All right, thank you, Simone. Let's go ahead and water our plants a little bit. I feel like we don't ever really actually take care of our plants in here. Helper probably has to come in the night and water them for us in between grooming sessions. I don't know if we need to be watering our mushrooms, but at least we've got that. That is that. I think this is supposed to raise our will to explore, but honestly, we haven't really run out of it yet. Does that mean that we're doing okay? We're feeling happy. All right. Do we have, is that all for today? No, we have more. Okay. Verona Green. All right, she looks like she might be with the witches. All right. When you work with the occult, I find it pays to uphold a certain image If you're going to be accused of performing witchcraft anyway, it doesn't hurt to put on a bit of a show every now and then. Let the punters know what I'm capable of, sort of thing. Long story short, I may have threatened to turn a small boy into a toad, and he called my bluff. Oh, don't look at me like that. You know what little boys are like. Verona, what are you doing out there? I can assure you he deserves to be turned into a toad. Anyway, I think a little display is needed to discourage this sort of behavior in the future. What does she want? Have you got any shimmerlung? That's the one that makes the blinding light. So we did mark one as that. I think this one. And let's just double check. I think it was that the leaves are ridged. How I remember this, I do not know. Shimmerlung. The dried stem of the shimmerlung burns very brightly and noisily. Flowers grow wrapped in large ridged leaves. Okay, and the flowers look very similar, large ridged leaves. Okay, let's give her this. All right, very good. Plant identified, shimmerlung. And let's see what she gave us. Candlewood. Produces a red flower that provides a shielding effect, protecting against all manner of afflictions of the mind. Long, thin stems grow among tall leaves. Long, thin stems grow among tall leaves. Okay. Candlewood. Long, thin stems. Okay, that doesn't have anything about that. Oh, red flower. Silly. Red flower. Pay attention. Ooh. Bright red flowers grow at the ends of thin stems. Yeah, and those are pretty tall leaves. Let's go ahead and mark this as candlewood. And we'll put it, what does it do? Shields of afflictions of the mind. How do we call it to that? Let's see. Shields against mental illnesses, I guess. Let's put that. Yeah. Okay. And we've got a new customer. Irving Harris. Sorry if I'm shouting. I'm a little hard of hearing. I'm looking for a plant that can supposedly help me hear better, but I've forgotten what it's called. I remember it's bright red, though. Okay, bright red. Well, we have our red plants. Hearing, St. John's poppy. There you go. There you go, my good sir. Very good. St. John's poppy. Okay. All right, and that brings us to the end of our day. I don't think we have anywhere else to go today. We've kind of done that as the day's gone on. I still don't know what's supposed to go in our clues section, and I still don't know what this does, but I forgot we have this magnifying glass. All right, but we're going to say goodbye for now. I think we've got everything pretty well organized, though I do have a lot of flowers here. Let's see if maybe we can move the gray under the white, maybe, and we've got some yellow. Can I swap these two? We don't have that many yellow things, and we've got like a bajillion mushrooms. I marked that as red, but I don't think we know that it is that, so let's just do yellow for now, because we're not entirely sure. Did I do that for one of these? Historian? Okay, yeah, I did. Okay, let's go ahead. It can be red, but it does need the question mark. And I will put a couple. All right, so thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.